Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. In this video, we are going to look at Cambridge IGCSE ICT exam past paper. This is paper 3, MayJune 2025, and we are going to be looking at the spreadsheet task. Task 5 spreadsheet. You will assist Tawara Racing to analyze performance data when testing their racing cars. Open and examine the file trtest.csv. Okay, so this is the file we'll be working on. Place right aligned in the header the text created by, followed by a space, then your name, center number, and candidate number. Go to insert, header and footer. So right aligned, space, your name, center number, and candidate number. Place in the footer the text created on, followed by a space, automated date, a space, then the text at. Okay, let's take it one after the other. So we are placing this in the footer. No specific place is mentioned, so we'll just use right aligned also. So created on, then followed by automated date. Space, then automated date, automated date, space, then the text at, followed by a space, then automated time. At, space, and then automated time. Okay, save this as a spreadsheet with the file name test data, followed by your center number and candidate number. For example, like this. Okay, so we're going to go back to normal view and then save this file. Followed by your center number and candidate number. Okay, you need to change the file format to Excel workbook and then save. Enter the missing lap numbers in column A. So this is column A, so the missing lap numbers are these. Now what you would do is select the first two and then go to this point until your arrow shows the plus symbol and then drag down. Place a replicable formula in cell F14 to calculate the time in seconds taken for this lap. For example, if minutes equal 1, seconds equal 14, and thousandths of a second equal 484. So basically, they are telling us that this is already in seconds. This is already in seconds, but this is in minutes. And we are given 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So meaning that we need to convert the 1 minute, cell C4, to seconds. And if we try the first row, the first question, we should get 74.484. Okay, so to write the formula, we need to say 60 times cell C14. This C14, cell C14, then plus, because this cell is already in seconds, so plus cell D4, yeah, cell D4. Okay, we are using 4. Cell D4 plus cell E4, because that's already in seconds also, And because this is thousandths of a second, so we need to divide by 1000. Now, the reason why we don't need to have this in brackets is because according to the order of operation, so multiplication will be done first, and then division will be done next, and then the others will be, everything will be added together. So we will E4 will be divided by 1000 because it is thousandths of second, and then C4, which is minutes, will be multiplied by 60 to get the seconds, and then when you add them together, then we'll arrive at this. So let's type the formula. So equal 60 multiplied by this cell plus D4 plus E4, then divided by 1000. So we got 74.484. Now, assuming these columns are not arranged properly, then you may need to use brackets so that 60 can be multiplied by C4 first, and then E4 can be divided by 1000 separately before the addition takes place. So display the data in cell F14 to 3 decimal place. Replicate this formula for all laps. So we want these to be in 3 decimal place. So number decimal place is 3. Okay, that's done. Insert 10 rows between row 1 and 2. 10 rows between row 1 and 2. So in between row 1 and 2, 10 rows. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's why this cell is E14. Okay. Move the content of cell H13 to H20. H13 to H20 into the cell A3 to A10. Okay, let's find H13 to H20 first. H13 to H20. Okay. And then we move it to A3 to A10. A3 to A10. Format cell A1 to F1. Format these merged cells with a black 36-point sans serif font on a yellow background. Okay, so cell A1 to F1, we need to merge. A1 to F1, merge. And then the font size is 34 sans serif. Okay, 34. Sans serif is Arial. Now it has to look like this. So we're going to wrap the text and then we drag this down. Okay, so yellow background. Merge cells A12 to F12. A12 to F12. Merge. Okay. Okay, so first of all, let's check the alignment. Okay, so the first row is fine. Then we can see row 3 to A3 to A10 is right aligned. A3 to A10, right aligned. Okay, row 13, centered. Okay, and we can see that thousandths of a second is on 2 lines. I will wrap and then I can adjust the line. Center vertically. Okay, I think that's all. Then we can see that there are no border lines here. There are no border lines here. So what we're going to do is add border lines. And then from A3 to B10. A3 to B10. Add border. Then also from 12, row 12. Okay. Place in cell B3 a formula to display the fastest lap from the data displayed in cell B3. Okay, B3. So the fastest lap time. Okay, that will be the lap time with the minimum value. So we are going to use equal min. Then we select the cells, close bracket, enter. Okay. Place in cell B4 a formula to display the slowest lap time. The slowest. So that will be the maximum. Place in cell B5 a formula to display the average lap time. In cell B5, average lap time. Place in cell B6 a formula to display the number of laps where the supercharge was on. In cell B6, okay, the number of lap time where the supercharge was on. So we're going to use count if. count if, then we select the range, comma, so the criteria would be on. Place in cell B7 a formula to display the number of laps where the supercharge was off. Same thing, we'll use count if, the range, and then comma if it is off. Place in cell B8 a formula to calculate the average lap time when the supercharge was on. So we need to calculate average if the supercharge is on in cell B8. So in B8 we are going to use equal average if, because we want to calculate average but with a condition. So average if in cell B14 to B53, comma, if it is on, then calculate the average in the respective cell of F14 to F53, and then close bracket. Oh, excuse me. Place in cell B9 a formula to calculate the average lap time when the supercharge was off. So same in cell, this is cell B9. Same thing, equal average if cell B14 to B53, comma, is off, then calculate the respective cells, the average of the respective cells. Okay, that's done. Now in question 22, it says place in cell B10 a formula to display SC success if the average lap time were faster with the supercharge on, or to display SC failed if it is not. So basically we are comparing the average lap times of the supercharge on. Let's see. So in cell B8 we have the supercharge on, and now we also have the supercharge off. So if B8 is less than B9, then it should display SC success, else display SC failed. So we are going to be using the if. So equal if cell B8 is less than cell B9, comma, display SC success, else display SC failed. Okay, so save your spreadsheet. Print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Okay, so we need to show formula first. Show formula. ensure that all your formulas can be visibly seen. So file, print. Now let's look at the print instruction. Printout is in landscape. Row and column headings are displayed. Contents of all cells are fully visible. Landscape. Row and column headings are displayed. So go to the sheet. Row and column headings displayed. And that's it. And then you print. Okay, print your spreadsheet showing the values. Okay, let's go ahead and unshow the formula. Printout fits on a single page. Printout is portrait orientation. Okay, print, portrait orientation. And it says on a single page. Row and column headings are not displayed. Content of all cells are fully visible. So row and column headings are not displayed. Okay, and then you print. So we only have one page. And that's all for spreadsheet task. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.